all started at the back.
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh!
This is obviously taking place before the match, probably before people even file into the arena, before any part of the show takes place. My first issue with this is if you're doing a work, meaning everyone is on the same page, you want to make sure everyone involved has got the script, meaning everyone knows what's going to happen. So,
you know what I'm saying? Bro. And then when I seen that, when he put his hand, I know that's like a wrestler lockup. That's what they do. But the same, you don't know him. You don't know him, bro. That's disrespectful.
And I repeat, ever grab another grown man, especially if you don't know them.
Exactly.
Never grab them up around the neck.
Someone should have told Psycho Stu something. They should have. If y'all know he's always working, if y'all know Psycho Stu is like that, how come y'all didn't let Psycho Stu know that? He should have been the first person to know that Roger Jackson was pulling up. He should have been the first person. If you know that that's just how he is, let me personally tell him like, hey, bro, he's not a wrestler. When I seen this, I was like, oh my, this dude is strong. Single, that's a double leg takedown. Picked him up. This dude is twice Roger's size, bro. And then I was like, dude, oh. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. I said that this was a legit slam because he whipped his body so his head hit the back of the can. Like, so fellow WWE wrestler Maven is going to react to the Roger Jackson incident, which makes sense because it's happened at a WWE, not a WWE event, but it's happening at a wrestling event. So this makes sense why a wrestling veteran can make out what went wrong, what should have went right, and basically break down the whole thing and what should have happened. So the homie Maven, OG Maven, but be sure to like, share, subscribe if you knew, but we're going to see what Maven has to say.
Hey guys, Maven here. Now, the incident involving MMA fighter Roger Jackson going off script during a professional wrestling match, it's blowing the internet up. Now, as a former WWE wrestler, I thought I'd throw in my 2 cents. Let's get into it.
Psycho
This is
Stu.
how it all started at the back.
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh!
Oh, you don't show it? He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
This is obviously taking place before the match, probably before people even file into the arena, before any part of the show takes place. The guys, the wrestlers, the workers are, looks like outside, they're backstage, they're in ring gear, so we're obviously close to showtime. My first issue with this is if you're doing a work, meaning everyone is on the same page, you want to make sure everyone involved has got the script, meaning everyone knows what's going to happen. So if you're trying to get some steam, get some heat backstage beforehand, and you're using someone who's not a worker, not a wrestler, not used to this type of storytelling, it's imperative they are in on the show.
Because if he's not in on it, bro, things can turn out exactly how it turned out. Like Psycho Stu, again, I know the man is a war veteran, he has PTSD, but he should have asked, or he should have been like, hey, is he here for a work? Is he here? Is he with us? Is he a wrestler? Like, he should have at least knew. If it was a new face you don't know, but why are you doing that? Why are you smashing a can over his head? You don't know who he is. He could be anybody. But, that's the first thing. First things first, you need to know your personnel. You need to know who's back there, who's in on it. If nobody even discussed it with you, why are you doing that? Now, I'm not saying that warranted what Roger did, but at the same time, you have to know your person. You have to know what's going on. You can't just be smashing cans over people's heads and you don't know who it is. And I know it's a promo. It was supposed to be a promo, and it's harmless. It didn't even hurt Roger. He even said it himself. But you have to know your personnel, bro.
The work aspect of it. When he hits him with this beer or soda or whatever it is, I notice Raja does not budge. He
He
doesn't
don't
sell
sell.
it.
He
He
don't sell
doesn't
it.
move. In fact, his first instinct is
Was
to
to step to
take
him.
a step forward. And you heard someone off in the background saying, yo, watch out. He's not a worker. Raja had no clue what was about to happen.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it.
Bro.
No, he's
And
not
then when I seen that, when he put his hand, I know that's like a wrestler lockup. That's what they do. But the same, you don't know him. You don't know him, bro. That's disrespectful. You don't never put your hand on a grown man's neck. On a man's neck. You don't do that. That's like, like your mind in a way. That's basically what that is saying. That's disrespectful. Because you already smashed the can over his head, and that probably added a little fuel to the fire. If you knew he wasn't budging, why would you lock him up? He's not a wrestler. He's not a wrestler, and then it's
Bro.
Never, and I repeat, ever grab another grown man, especially if you don't know them.
Exactly.
Never grab them up around the neck. That's about the first way, the first sign to tell someone, I disrespect you and I can handle you if I need. That's how you grab a child. When I was a boy and my dad wanted to get control of me, that's exactly where he would grab me, right on the neck, and then he would lead and guide me everywhere. And you can see the moment he did that, immediately other people, other wrestlers, other workers stepped in. If anything ever is going to happen backstage, you're made aware of it prior to showing up. Because if something is going to happen that you're not good with, you want to know about it before you agree to the job. If I agree to a booking and I show up and immediately upon getting there, another wrestler comes and hits me with a full can of soda in the head, we got problems. We have immediate problems. Booking be damned. Show's over.
No, I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will.
No.
We're good.
I will
Sorry
fuck
about
him
that.
up, bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that.
Example number 2, right there, that he had no clue what was going on. He said, I don't play that shit.
Nah, I will fuck him up,
I know
bro.
you will. So I got you.
I do not play that shit at all.
Nah, I got you.
crazy, bro.
The guy with the beard, he's kind of got a little shit-eating grin off on his face, so it does kind of tell me that there's an angle that's going to happen later in the show. There's a story he's trying to tell.
He always think that we're working over here like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Someone should have told Psycho Stu something. They should have. If y'all know he's always working, y'all should have told him. Especially y'all know he's Rampage Jackson's son. That should amount to like, you know what? Hey, I know the type of dude Rampage Jackson is. I want to make sure everything goes right with his son. I don't know if he's a crash out like his dad. I don't know if he's a dog like his dad. If he can scrap like his dad. So, and then if anything happens to him, we have to answer to Rampage anyway, and we already know what type of dude he is. So in that instance, y'all should have made that like, if y'all knew he was gonna do that, if y'all know Psycho Stu is like that, how come y'all didn't let Psycho Stu know that? He should have been the first person to know that Roger Jackson was pulling up. He should have been the first person. If you know that that's just how he is, let me personally tell him like, hey bro, he's not a wrestler. So all that stuff that you do, don't do that to him. Okay, because he's not like that. He's Rampage Jackson's son. He's not a wrestler. If he always do that, y'all, he should have been the first person to know anything. He should have been the first person.
The guy immediately to the left of Raja just said that this was part of the storyline. So then
Y'all didn't even tell him
check
that,
mark
though.
for me. And
Y'all
I'm
didn't even tell
happy
him
that
that, though.
both him and Tex-Mex were standing right in the middle, keeping it civil at the moment.
Kalia, Rampage. That's how
Trying to shake his hand.
No,
but
no, bro.
Go ahead, Stu.
That-
It's all good.
That right there, when he said, nah, I ain't trying to shake it, y'all should have just cut it right there.
Because he always think it's
I
the
should have cut it
word.
right there.
He's already hot, bro.
Yeah, y'all should have
The
cut
moment
it.
a hand is extended and not accepted,
rejected.
that again, that tells me that what you did, hitting him with the soda pop, he's not good with it At this point, any promoter, anybody
Should've just
involved
been like,
with
all
the
right,
match
let's scrap
should
this.
have pulled and canceled whatever storyline they had with Raja for the night. Raja no longer was there as either a fan or a later participant.
You know, we don't want no heat. We don't want no problem.
No, I'm cool. I'm
There's
cool
an
now, but
understanding.
you know what I'm saying?
You know, we just want to make sure everything's okay. He knows he fucked up. He's trying to apologize and stuff.
Yeah, you think it's part of the, you know.
We just don't want no problem.
They're obviously trying to reconcile. They're trying to diffuse a situation before it totally goes off the rails. And they would think that they accomplished that.
But nah,
That's some real shit.
he held that. He held that
Get out of
in.
hand sometimes.
Someone, I'm assuming from the show, from the production aspect of the show, extends his hand and Raja accepts and shakes his hand. If I'm in Raja's position, if I'm in his shoes, I'm thinking, okay, problem squashed. I'm not going to have to worry about this anymore going further. And if I'm in the production's shoes, I'm thinking, okay, this started a little hairy, started a little fiery, but we've squelched it. We have
It's done
squashed
now.
it. We have successfully diffused the situation.
You know what's a good thing about this? Now I can make it something. Because I'm going to have you run in and fuck that motherfucker up in the mat. You ready for that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Talk to the president.
Yeah, if you can,
I don't know why he recommended that. I don't know why he recommended that. That shouldn't even be like an idea. Well, all right, we just diffused it. At least let time pass before you recommend it, because you know he's still a little upset. He still is like, okay, he just punked me in front of my stream and all that. At least let some time pass before you let's pass him this idea, and then at least go over it. Let's go over the idea too, and let him know like, hey, this is just the work. Don't actually fuck him up. Like, let him calm down first. That's what should have happened. But it was brought up too quick.
So the guy who's
Because he
playing
answered too
Peacemaker
quick.
just informed him that we're going to have you run in and F him up in the match. And Raja was all too eager to accept that.
Too quick.
I have a big problem with wrestling companies utilizing outsiders in spots like this. I've been a part of it before with different companies, and I'll explain why later. Right now, they're trying to get mileage out of this. They're thinking this is going to be what helps them during the show later.
Let's do it.
yeah, let's do that. Hell
I'm
yeah.
going to have him run in on your shit in your match. Don't fucking seal that.
Psycho Stu comes back into frame, and
Tries
he's
to
being
reconcile.
told right here that Raja is playing a part in your match later.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
I'm
Sorry, bro.
Hey, it's going to all work out.
Yeah, as long as I can do that. Yeah.
Right there, everyone involved with this, everyone thinks this momentary problem, but this is squashed. Everyone
Except Roger.
except one person.
I apologize.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were the camera.
He even says it right there. He
can see the
addressed the
camera.
camera. He saw the camera and he thought, it's go time. I'm on. It's time to be on.
What he thought was he was a pro.
I just said.
And another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking, you know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying.
But he doesn't
So-
know him like that.
You don't.
Following Raja's camera crew, even deeper backstage, he's being led to believe that that's not how we do things. He shouldn't have hit you. And if he was going to hit you, there's a working way, a fake way to hit someone with a can of soda pop. There's a faking way, a working way of getting that reaction without actually hitting him the way he did.
When you run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. Remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt.
he
Don't
shouldn't.
tag his shit.
Yeah.
We gotta fucking.
When I seen that, I was like, bro, why would you tell him to do that? Why would you tell him to do that? Like, Roger, bro. Roger's going to jail. I'm sorry. It's bad. He's going to jail.
He just
bro.
told him, when you do your spot in the match, give him a receipt. If someone pops you, you pop them back. If they hit you, you hit them back. You make sure that you're not someone's punching bag. By telling Raja, give him his receipt, that's opening up the floodgates. Again, Raja is not a wrestler.
So he don't know the game.
To him, a receipt is exactly what he gives him. In the wrestling world, it's totally different. I remember during a match, my very first match with Taz, I go to hit him and I accidentally hit him too hard. And I go to apologize and he taps me. That's telling me my receipt's coming. The receipt is a way for wrestlers to police their locker room and police what goes on.
Basically, like checking them. Like, hey, you hit me. It's like you hit me. I'm gonna hit you back. I'm gonna hit you. I'm basically letting you know, like, that wasn't cool. Yeah, we cool, but I need to get my hit back. I need to get my lick back. That's basically what that means. You know, you gotta make sure everything is cool. Everything is, because I gotta make sure you don't do it again. Because if I let this slide, you may end up doing it again. Or word may get around that I'm around the locker room that I'm a bitch. And there are ways to stand your ground without, you know, in a professional manner or in a manner that's, you know, that's acceptable in the business without doing what Roger did. You know. So when Maven slapped Taz gave him a little stiff clothesline. You know, basically just let him know, like, hey, don't do that again. We cool, but don't do that again. You know, so that's basically the rules of wrestling.
Without having it transfer backstage, without having feelings get hurt, without having problems linger. An offense occurs, you handle it with a receipt, case closed. Raja comes from a different world.
As long as I get my lick back, I'm straight. I'm straight.
Right there, man, they should have pulled him. They should have been like, yo,
he's in his head now. He's like, oh wait, yeah, I gotta get him.
I'm tired of this, okay? No, stop it!
All right, so we have Psycho Stu in the ring wrestling during a match. Raja is front row, obviously placed there because he was going to be a part of the action. And seeing the spot where he is supposed to jump in the ring, he takes action. He starts with what everybody thought was just his spot in this match.
When I see him come in there, I was like, oh, don't get his get back. Okay, let's see what he do. When I seen this, I was like, oh my, this dude is strong. Single, that's a double leg takedown. Picked him up. This dude is twice Roger's size, bro. He picked him up. I was like, oh, okay, what's he gonna do? And then I was like, dude, oh. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. I said that this was a legit slam because he whipped his body so his head hit the back of the can. Like,
okay,
he's out.
So he double legs him, picks him up. When he does that, Psycho Stu
he's not fighting
back. Notice he goes with,
because he thought it was a part of
Raji, you know? Even rears him back. Psycho Stu's not trying to get out of this, telling me this was supposed to be a part of the show. And once he delivers him, once he slams him back, you see his head hits the back of the canvas. I think he's out cold. The moment he takes that bump that was way harder than the bump he thought he was about to take, he's out for the count.
Look at the bro. Like,
now, what you're not seeing, because YouTube will not allow violence like this to be shown, are the haymakers that Raja is delivering.
22 punches.
Rights and lefts. These are 100% shots delivered to an unconscious Psycho Stu. These punches are being delivered with intent, and that intent is to inflict as much pain and damage as he possibly can. When you straddle another man and you just rain down blow after blow, when you can obviously see they're out cold, they have no way of defending, protecting themselves.
Hey, Roger,
you're borderline trying to flirting with assault and quite possibly criminal charges.
He's trying to stop him, but nope, he's still going. And if dude didn't attempt to try to pull him off, Roger would probably still to this day be trying to hitting him. Still to this day. Today, as I'm speaking right now, he probably would still be trying to hit him. And then the people, he said he was supposed to get pulled off, but the people that are trying to pull him off, he's attacking them. You know, so it's just a bad situation. It's bad. He's trying to double leg take him down.
Hey, you gotta stop Shit, man.
And he's still out.
I'm glad that these wrestlers are able to hold him back. But I'll be honest with you, the only thing holding him back at this point is the sheer exhaustion from swinging and hitting Stu as many times as he did. When you bring someone in that does not know the wrestling business, they do not know the cadence with which moves are done. They always throw punches that never look right. Their timing is always a little bit off. They don't move the way you would expect a professional wrestler to move. And you run the risk of a worst case scenario happening. An athlete blowing an ACL, getting hurt, or
What just happened?
this. Both of these guys' lives will never be the same. I don't know the state of Stu right now. I hope he's fine. I do know one thing, Raja, his problems are just beginning, because I guarantee once people realize who his father is, and by father, Quentin Rampage Jackson, the lawsuits are going to start flowing in. Whether it be lawsuits from Stu or lawsuits from other wrestlers, lawsuits from someone in the front row suing from emotional distress. The problems for...
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. Well, that's where I'm going to end it. But it's just a bad situation all around. Raja, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Damn. Just a combination of a buildup of emotions and anger and just unresolved issues. He took it all out on Psycho Stu. But I know he's going to jail. He's going to fucking jail. We just don't know how long. We don't know the charges or anything like that, but it's going to be for at least minimum 5 years. I think it's going to be minimum for 5 years. Minimum. Maybe 10. I just know his 20s are done. On the outside world, his 20s are done. His 20s are done. But yeah, it was premeditated. He was hitting him while he was still unconscious. And then he also flatlined Psycho Stu. So basically, he was temporarily dead. He's getting time. He's getting locked the fuck up. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Amazing video from Maven. You know, Maven, he's an OG in the WWE industry, in the wrestling industry as a whole. You know, his videos are amazing. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're new. And be sure to subscribe to Maven, of course. But this is your boy, Icy Dreams, signing out.